shuffling, good for nothing type of brother. Telling me, why haven't I found another? A baller, when times get hard, need someone to help me out. Instead of a scrub like you who don't know what a man's about. Can't pay my bills, can't pay my telephone bills.
What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel, Chantel Fierce. And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I make new videos. So, Happy New Year's, you guys. We're finally in 2021. I'm so excited to bring out some new videos and give y'all some new content. But finally, we're out of 2020. It has been such a crazy, hectic year, and we're just ready to move on and hopefully go back to normal soon. So, anyway, today in our video, we're going to be discussing pretty privilege and the sad reality of how shallow our world is. And despite how much the world tries to pretend and gaslight, pretty privilege is a real thing. And no matter how much they try to tell you that, oh, let's treat everybody how we want to be treated, and it doesn't matter how you look, it's the inside that counts, that's not what the world sees. The world judges you based on your appearance. And your first impression is very important. Despite how much they try to say that, oh, you should just be yourself and let people accept you for who you are, that's just not the reality of how it is. And you just have to accept it. Pretty privilege is defined as someone getting more opportunities, clout, and becoming more successful based on the attractiveness of their outer appearance. And this affects men and women alike. We see this in the treatment that they receive compared to someone who is seen as more attractive. We see this with employment opportunities, fame, and attention. In my video, I'm going to touch on pretty privilege and how it affects women. And basically, this is because women are judged way more harshly and criticized on every little thing. And because we're held to a higher standard when it comes to beauty. We are judged on so many things like hair, body type, weight, makeup, clothing. This dates back to the 1930s when women weren't allowed to work. And many of them were groomed up by their mothers and grandmothers to look as pretty and beautiful as possible so they could use their looks in order to gain a man with money, tools, resources, and property so they could have a better life for their children and themselves. And because they were seen as property, they weren't allowed to have their own of anything. So, you know, nowadays women are still held to such a high standard, and we see that in the many influences that we have today, such as social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We see that in our music videos that we see with a high agenda to push the societal standards. We see celebrities even that are being benefited from pretty privilege. Take for example the Detroit rapper Cash Doll and New York rapper Cardi B. Like Cash Doll, she's a rapper, but to society standards, she's dark skinned, so she's not seen as the attractive one compared to someone like Cardi B, who she doesn't even write her own raps, but she gets Grammys, she gets songwriter awards. And Cash Doll, who I believe is an amazing rapper, she doesn't get the credit that she deserves because she's dark skinned and she doesn't have the societal standards that the industry heavily pushes, which is light skin and mixed race women, and mainly you know, anything that is not black, you know. So, and this has been happening since the beginning of time. Back in the day, you used to do a paper bag test for performers, and if you were the shade of a paper bag or darker, you weren't allowed to perform in their club or openings or anything because the color of your skin. And that's also why we have such deep-rooted colorism, which dates back to slavery and so much other things, which I'll talk about in another video. But this just further proves that pretty privilege just contributes so much to how people can succeed or not succeed in this world. We also see this in the movies that we watch. Usually in these movies, the villain will be ugly, unattractive, nobody likes them, they're the outcast, and the good guy is usually seen as attractive, everybody loves them, usually the romantic interest, all the characters usually want to date them or be with them. And this really pushes the agenda that if you're attractive, that you're going to have a happily ever after. Everybody's going to want to date you. Everybody wants to be your friend and include you. And that if you're ugly, then nobody wants to be with you. Nobody wants to be around you or be your friend. You're not going to have a good life. You're not going to have a happily ever after. And that really pushes the agenda. And I know that nowadays a lot of the themes are changing. There's always movies that have a villain that's attractive or good looking and an ugly good guy. But you know, like I said, a lot of these movies that are pushed with mainly the women characters, the women are usually ugly as the villain and the good guy is usually attractive. So that really can be a negative mindset that a lot of people internalize in this society. We also see this based on research. It is said that an obese woman makes $866,000 a year less than a woman who is not obese. And women that wear makeup make 30% more than women who don't wear makeup and are perceived as more competent and trustworthy. It's crazy how just makeup alone can really change how someone perceives your own personality without even getting to know you at all. And it is also said that attractive people are deemed as healthier, wealthier, more sociable, and have better job qualifications and are smarter compared to someone who is unattractive. And I can tell you from personal experience that pretty privilege is real, because before I had my glow up, people used to bully me back in school and were really mean to me. And now those same girls that used to, you know, talk bad about me, as soon as I had my glow up, let me tell you, they were all up in my messages talking about, oh my God, you look so cute. Where, you know, asking for makeup suggestions, hair suggestions. And the same dudes that used to talk so badly about me were in my DM trying to ask me out, trying to ask for my number. It's crazy how people will switch up as soon as you look good. As soon as you look good, that people start treating you better. But, you know, and I've also had people give me free stuff. I've had free service. I've had people buy things, you know, and it's not that I was asking them to buy anything for me. It's just they wanted to just pay for me, and it just because. And I've had people let me cut them in line. I mean, I haven't had anything really crazy, you know. And I've also, one time on my birthday, I think it was because it was my birthday, but when I tell you, I went to Sephora this one time and there was these super nice Sephora workers, and I was trying to get some Fenty Beauty makeup and stuff, and they were literally like my personal makeup artists. They were helping me try on makeup. They were like pampering me. But you know, it just comes to tell you that attractiveness can just affect how well your life is. And you know, it's sad to say, but the world is so shallow. It's a very shallow place, and as a woman especially, you know, it's so much harder on us, you know, because a lot of times men don't make it any easier. They go on social media and they make jokes comparing women to each other. They make the little memes, oh, let's go swimming on a first date. It's just hard as a woman because no matter what you do, we get talked bad about. So that's why I suggest as a woman, you know, if you're watching this, to just keep your head up high and also try to look the best that you can. Try to be the best that you can, not just to fit into society, but to be the best version of yourself, to feel the best, to be the best. You know, as when you look good, you do better. And I can't lie to you, when I look good, when I started glowing up, I just felt so much better about myself. My self-esteem went up. I started attracting more people to me. I started attracting new friends. I started just attracting better things. And you know, I know that you want to believe that, oh, people are gonna love you for who you are. And of course, you know, eventually, if you're beautiful on the outside but you're ugly on the inside, of course you're gonna repel people. And to me personally, if you're pretty but you have an ugly personality, or you're handsome, you have a ugly personality, like, you're just ugly to me, period. Because I'm big on personality and who you are as a person. That's me personally. But some people, they, you know, no matter how horrible a person is, they'll still worship and praise them. And I've seen it so much, and it's just like, why do you like this person? He or she is just so horrible, you know. But that's how it is, you know. If you look good, you can get away with so much stuff, and I can go on all day. But like I said, you guys, just as women, we have to stick together. We cannot go against each other, and it's already hard enough with the misogyny in this world. So just keep your head up high and understand that your outer beauty is not who you are. It's who you are on the inside. It's your soul. We all are gonna leave this body one day. Think about when you leave this earth, it won't matter how you looked. I mean, yeah, of course it will matter, but when people are at your funeral, they're not gonna talk about, oh yeah, she was so beautiful and gorgeous. Yeah, they might say that, but it'll be mainly about who you were, who you truly were at the core, how you treated people, what you did to this world to contribute to making it a better place. So don't worry so much about looks. Yes, looks matter, and yes, you should try to look your best, but remember that the outside is not as important as who you are on the inside. Because you can be as beautiful or as handsome or as vibrant as anybody, but if you're not happy truly on the inside, or you don't have a good soul on the inside, it doesn't matter at all. Like I said, your body is just the outside. Who you are on the inside is the most important part. So that'll be all for our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really touched on some really great stuff, and I hope that you guys really took something from this. Please be sure, like I said, to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see and any other controversial topics that you guys want me to touch on. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.